Welcome to the short series of videos on learning about Indian airmails, one cover at a time. I'm your host, Piyush Khaitan. I'm going to take random Indian airmail covers and talk about them in this series of videos. So we'll start with this one. We'll try to it less than 5 minutes each talk. Let's see how it works out. So this cover is from Jodhpur to London, sent on 24th October 1930. If you look at the front of this cover, you see four markings here, which are interesting. The first is addressed to the Strand in London and then redirected to Fleet Street address there. Not important for what we want to talk about, so we let that go. But the other three, so it has a red by airmail endorsement by hand. It also has a pink three lines cancelling the airmail endorsement and written full air fee not paid, dispatched by sea route. And then you have the black box rectangular cachet, insufficiently paid for India London air service. A little bit of context on this. 7th April 1929 is when Imperial Airways started the Karachi Croydon air service. It took 8 days instead of 15 days by surface. On 30th December the same year, the Delhi Jodhpur Karachi extension, the feeder service, was inaugurated by Indian State Air Service, which would help to connect mail from other parts of India to Karachi. The total postage at that time was calculated by adding the surface letter rate and an air fee to come up with the total postage. The surface letter rate was 2 annas for the first ounce, then 1.5 anna per additional ounce. And effective April 29, the air fee from Karachi to London was 6 anna per half ounce and required a superscription Karachi, England. When the December 1929 feeder service started, an additional air fee of 2 annas per tola, which is about half an ounce, was introduced for the Delhi Jodhpur Karachi service. So, combined with the Karachi London, the mail needed to be superscribed India England, and the combined air fee from 6 anna went up to 8 anna. The cover that we have is franc 3 anna against the required postage of 8 anna or 10 anna, depending on which route was selected. If he selected the Karachi England route, 2 anna letter plus 6 anna air fee, 8 anna postage. If it was the India England road, which means route all the way from Jodhpur by air, it was 2 anna letter rate plus 6 plus 2 air fee. So a total of 10 anna postage. So whatever route he would have taken, the cover was understamped 5 anna or 7 anna. How do you deal with underpaid airmail? The postal department instructions were very clear. I have here the Director General circular of September 1929. He says the prepayment of air fee, which is the 6 anna or 8 anna as applicable, on all airmail correspondence is compulsory. A careful watch should be kept on all postal and RMS officials handling airmail article to see that all articles are fully stamped to cover the air fee in accordance with their weight. If, however, a letter or postcard is found in the course of transmission to bear sufficient stamps to cover at least the air fee, then it could be forwarded by the air route. Otherwise, it should be diverted by the ordinary route. So it was very clear, if the air fee is not paid in full, you have to send the letter by surface. The post office had three options to do with an understamped cover. One is send it by air and recover the postage dues at double the deficiency from the recipient, or send it by surface, or return it to the sender to make up the deficiency. Now, in this case, for the post office to decide the treatment, they went by the DG circular of September 1929, which clearly says that the prepayment of air fee on all airmail correspondence is compulsory. So, what they are saying is that if a letter did not have the entire air fee paid, it must go by surface. If the letter rate was underpaid, it could still go by air and the postage due could be recovered by the recipient, but otherwise it had to go by surface. So the post office had no option. They did send the letter by surface. So now when we look at it, the black cachet was applied, insufficiently paid for India-London air service. The cachet itself is interesting because it was actually designed for another purpose. What was happening at that time was a lot of mail was from Jodhpur and Delhi was being superscribed India, England, but franked at the Karachi, England rate. These were the common ones, and this is what the cachet was designed for. However, this was noted by some alert postal worker, and he wrote the pink endorsement, full air fee not paid and dispatched by sea route. This is a more accurate description. And in marks like these, the black boxed cachet are interesting. And if you go to my website, shuskwa.org, you'll see examples of several one of these. So I hope you've enjoyed this short video. Every cover has a story. Look for covers with unusual markings. There's always something interesting to be discovered. These covers are not expensive. They just cost $5 to $10 very often, like this one. Hope you enjoyed this video. Any feedback and suggestions, please write to me. And do join the Airmail Society India Foundation. Here is our URL, airmailsocietyindia.org. Thank you.